Alright, I'm going to work on a little overhead valve engine again here. And when we left off here, we had this one rocker side done. All except the shaping. I had to shape it. So, yeah, I got a few comments on, how you going to oil this, how you going to oil that, and everything like that. Well, for the push rod here, where we're at here, they got the Allen screw there, and we actually drilled it out. I don't know if you see that. There we go. That's drilled out. So that it ain't going to take much oil. I mean, these things are only going to run probably maximum 400 RPM or so. And even on the original, on the old 1920 Briggs. Hold on, let me get this one over here. Even on a 1920 Briggs here, here's the push rod side, and they didn't even have any way of oil in it. So they really weren't worried about that. They did it. The only oil part they had was right here in the center, and we're going to do that. We're going to drill a hole there to lubricate the pivot there. And for the back end here, there's plenty of room where you just you just squirt a little bit of oil on there, and that oil will last for weeks. But you usually just put a little squirt on there every time you start these. And then another thing, Mike was talking about the little valve tap you're going to get here from the clearance. You got to have the valve clearance. And he was thinking of putting a spring down here and a little felt washer, That would keep some of the oil from coming out. But like I say, his idea was to put a little pin through here, maybe a roll pin or something, and a spring, and then the felt washer. And then my idea was to solder a washer on here. This is just a mock-up here. To solder a washer on there, and then you put your spring on. And then instead of a felt washer, I was thinking of an O-ring. The O-ring will keep that oil from coming out. And it would slide. It would slide on here. So that's his idea, my idea. But I think if we can avoid it at all, I think when you get it oiled here, I don't think you're going to hear any of this. That'll be quieted down. And I don't think you're going to get much seepage either, because I don't know if you can see down that hole, but that's a machine tappet. I don't know if the light's going to help you, but the light was on. It was helping you, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, you got a machine tappet down here. I can't find it right now. Here it is. See that? So the oil's got to get past that. First of all, let me turn this little engine upside down. Not only do you have a machine tappet in there, but I don't know if you can see down here, but there's a baffle, so you're not getting any direct oil there at all. If anything, you're just going to get a little seepage. And that's common on old engines. The old Harleys, they did that, and the old Briggs, like I say. I mean, they all had a little bit of oil slopping around. And that's just the nature of the beast. So, like I say, I'm going to talk to Mike and discuss it with him, and I'm going to suggest that we just see what happens, see what it does, see how much it does leak or seep, or how much noise it makes. Why fix problems that aren't there, right? So that's what we're going to do. Alright, what I got to do now is I'm going to mock this one up. This is the one we're using for mock-up. And I'm going to turn the light out. There you go. I'm going to drill this hole and tap it and put this screw right where it's supposed to be. And then I'm going to start shaping this. Alright. In the last video I mentioned these punches and forgot the name of it, and a couple guys told me what they were. They're transfer punches, and yeah, they're good to have. Matter of fact, when we put the head on to get all these bolt holes lined up where they belong, they actually make these transfers threaded, little stubby threads, and we threaded them all around here and put the head on, you tap it, and then it gives you your marks. So threaded transfer punches are good to have too. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put that, I'm going to put that right where it belongs. Then I'm going to get a 1/4 inch transfer punch here. Actually, it's a little smaller. And put it right in the middle there and get my hole. Alright, let me do that, and then we'll go over to the drill press and drill it out and tap it. Alright, I just put a drill in here upside down to center this, to fit inside here, because this tap didn't have a point, to stick a point in there, so that'll work fine. And then got our tap magic here. Good stuff, tap magic. Stinks like hell, but definitely works. See, now I don't even need my drill press, because we're started, we're all straight. Get it out of the way. Alright, guess the first thing we'll do is just round off these edges. I'll come in a little slower there. Yeah, just round off these edges here. I got it in upside down because of the ball bearing. I took the bolt out of there, and I'm happy with that. Right, now what I'm going to do is round this end off, and then put a curve on the top. Got that the way I want it, but now I'm going to round the top off a little bit. Yeah, it's looking better already. I don't know if you can see that, but It's starting to take shape. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple washers here, nut in a bolt, and then I'm going to want to bring this up to a point. I'm going to put a center line down here and round the top off to a little bit of a point. But I want to leave this perfectly square here, you know, on the washers. I'm going to put a nut and bolt with washers on here, and that'll give me something to guide around. All right, come on. All right, back over here on the bench. What I did is I put a black marker down the center here, and then took my this is a 1/2 inch stock, and took the gauge here and just give me a center line. I don't know if you can see that, but I got a center line down the middle there. Now what I'm going to do is just take these 1/4 inch washers. All right, later on I'm gonna round that off to the center. But right now, oh, something got a strip screw here. Oh, there we go. Right now I'm just going to use these washers here as a guide, because I don't want to ruin that edge. So I'm going to take my Dremel and just trim around there, just to give it a little definition, just to give you a little shape. And then when we get here, I don't know what we're going to put there. Maybe another washer. I don't know. We'll see. But for now, let's just get a little definition around there. Alright, I decided to use the pencil grinder here. It'll give me a little more control. Like I said, I just want to get a little definition around there, make it a little round, and we'll go from there. I'll try and keep this so you can see it. Safety first. Alright, yeah, I changed the bits on this a little longer, give me a little easier. Well, the other one was digging a little too much. This was just giving a little smoother edge. But yeah, a lot of guys should say you shouldn't wear gloves when you're using rotary tools and everything. But you're seeing it. You know, this even just the rubber gloves will stop this little machine. But if you don't wear the gloves, then I don't know if you can see this on my arm. I'm going to try and bring it. But all these are slivers, you know, and them slivers will get into your skin and everything, and you spend all night trying to get them out. It's not like it's dust, you know. I mean, they're actual slivers, especially with this thing. That's why you wear glasses. But anyway, yeah, I got a pretty good indentation around there, what I want. And then what I was going to do is I was just going to bring it to about here, because like I say, we're going to get rid of this edge up here, but down here I want a little definition, so it looks like a little bit of a round around that ball down here. Yeah, I brought you over here to the load center because it's easier to put it in here. I have more control over the gun and then holding it and stuff. Alright. Alright, I'm going to move you guys out of the way so I can get over here and try and dig some of that out. Alright, hold on. Alright, yeah, I brought you over here and lowered you down so you can see what I'm doing. This is the bottom, and you're not even going to see the bottom, but I'm going to know it's there. So what I'm doing is just leveling this off now. I got that pretty much where I want it, so now I'm just going to get the little file. Remember, the file is your friend. I know you're not supposed to go back and forth like a saw, but we're going to do it anyway. And then I can clean this edge up here. Oh, I almost put my hand in your way, didn't I? Remember, this is the bottom. You're not going to see this. But I'm going to know it's there. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my sander. I got a little, where's it at? It's right over here. I got a 3/8 sander. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I'm going to try and whittle that down. I'm actually going to bring that all in this way. See what that looks like. Alright, let me mess with that and see what it looks like. Alright, get yours over here now. I'm trying to sand this down to that center line I made. I'll try and stay out of your way. Yeah, I shut yours off because the compressor was running. I think I'd do better off with this air grinder, and then we'll get that to do the fine work. Alright, yeah, I'm liking the way it looks. Let me play with this a little more and I'll turn these back on. Alright, I'm just about to my line there at the top, and I think I might just finish that off with a regular file, a hand file. But I'm liking the way it looks. Alright. I'm going to switch it around and come over here and do this side over here. You probably can't see, I'm pointing over here. Alright, I'm going to do this other side, and then we'll hit it with a hand file. Alright, yeah, this little air grinder is doing a much nicer job than this pencil grinder was with that aggressive blade. But that's why you do it to a prototype. This is where you learn. Yeah, that's a much nicer, smoother. And I have a lot more control over that, and it did it a lot faster too. Now this little edge down here, I'm going to have to, where'd it go? There we go. Yeah, this little edge down here, I'm going to have to use the pencil grinder to get that. But That's why you make prototypes and stuff, so you learn. Okay, I pretty much got the shape that I want. And this file is doing pretty good. So let me dig around with this for a little bit, and then I'll show you what I got. I think I dug in a little too much here, but I'll know when I do the real one that I got to be careful. All right. Okay. Pretty much got the shape I want, and remember I said I thought I dug in too deep right there. Well, that gives you an idea, you know. Like I don't know. I like this side better, where it don't have that big indent. It's pretty much flat and then just comes out. But then if you look at that, it gives it more definition. And then if you do your thing here, if you knock that edge off, that might look even better. But you know, I'll have to run it past Mike, see which one he looks better, but which one he likes better. But remember, this hole ain't gonna be here. That was from previous. That was when we were putting the ball in and trying to work it. So that hole ain't gonna be there. But let's put a little wrench there. Here we go. Let's take this bolt off and see how them washers did. See if they helped us do what we want. Okay. Yeah, they did nice. Gave me a nice defined shoulder there, which is what I liked. That's what I was going for. And then when you put it on this side, it's going to look good. And then the washer that goes on there is a little smaller. So, what do you say we put it on the engine and see what it looks like? All right, yeah, I'm liking the way it looks. It looks a lot nicer than this big clunky square thing over here. And remember, like I said, that hole's not going to be there. And yeah, by putting that bigger washer on there, it gives you a little bit of sense of a shoulder there, and I like that. And then if you look down on it, it has a little bit of shape. So I'm liking it. And I'm looking at the back here, and I'm seeing what I can do. I don't know if I'll be able to duplicate the front there. Maybe I won't have to come in so far because I don't think I have enough. You know, I'm going to have a little line here. But like I said, that's what the prototype's for. You know, we'll do it and we'll see what it looks like, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to take us in there and see how much we got on this. I don't know how long this video is. If it's not that long, we'll put a little more on the end. If it's too long, we'll just cut it off here. Alright, maybe we'll see, maybe we won't.